So here's the Gretsch I picked up the other day. Went into the store for strings, ended up buying this. The classic story. This is actually an Electromatic series, so it's made in China. And I guess it's like a anniversary edition, which is why it's in this beautiful color. It's in like an iridescent pearl that has a little bit of a blue to it. And then it has blue back and sides as well that have a lot of depth and sparkle. I've wanted a Gretsch for a minute, and this one was so pretty, I just grabbed it. It also plays perfectly and sounds incredible, and I can't find a single flaw with the build, so that certainly didn't hurt. And I've owned old Gretsches in the past. I owned a first run Gretsch Roundup, so that one was from like 54, and I owned a 58 Duo Jet that had the patent pending Filtertron pickups in it. They were both very pretty guitars, but the build quality was terrible, and both of them didn't sound great, if I'm honest. Above the 12th fret, there was like no sustain, and they just sounded kind of dark and clunky up there. And I think it's because the neck joints were probably so poorly done. I imagine they were probably full of shims and poorly glued. So this is a far superior build to the old ones. I've also had a couple of the Japanese-made modern Gretsches, which are also flawless and gorgeous, but I really don't see anything about this guitar that's inferior to those, and it sounds as good as they did also. So I didn't buy this as like a budget piece or anything. I just thought it was gorgeous. I am going to do some upgrades because I can't help myself. These blacktop pickups, these Filtertrons actually sound great, but I'm going to work on them a little bit. I'm actually going to open them up, replace the bobbins with like correct 60s bobbins, and I'll rewind those with heavy form var, and I won't pot them, and I'll put the thick Alnico 5 magnets in there as well. And again, completely unpotted so that they sound really open. Because that's the only issue I have with these pickups, is that they sound very potted. The tone is great, but they really don't have any like breathiness to them. If you like flick the switches or turn the pots or whatever, you can't hear it at all through the pickup, which I think, those are the kind of things that make old pickups sound really cool. I'm also going to switch out the arm on this Bigsby, this licensed Bigsby. So this isn't USA made, this is made elsewhere. I'm going to swap the arm for the Dwayne Eddy arm, which is thicker and stiffer and also just looks a lot cooler. It's got a flathead bolt, and the arm tapers from thin to a lot thicker. But everything else, the knobs are beautiful, the pots feel good. I'm sure they're shitty pots, but they feel great. The switch is very sturdy, the jack is great, and yeah, the construction inside and outside is just immaculate. I can't find anything wrong with it. So yeah, I'll provide updates as I work on this thing, but what a beauty.